Blasted nuisance, this thing, Maxim. Very sorry on all that.
Oh, thank you, Colonel.
Of course, we could make a simple thing of it, following one set of facts.
What facts?
Well, suppose Mrs. De Winter was in the cabin and a squall hit the boat with no one at the helm.
And probably the door jammed and she couldn't get on deck again.
Exactly. Trouble is, this diver fellow claims he found all the seacocks open, and they can only be opened from inside the boat.
Oh.
So it looks like a clear case of suicide to me.
Suicide?
That's not the truth.
Danvers, I'd prefer it if you knocked...
We're all equal before the law, Mr. De Winter. It's only my duty to tell what I know.
What do you know?
Mrs. De Winter never committed suicide. She wasn't that kind. And besides, she'd been to see the doctor in London just that afternoon. Dr. Baker on Gold Hawk Road.
Come now. What's that got to do with it?
Mrs. De Winter had everything in the world to live for. The doctor had told her she was going to have a child.
I'm afraid it won't do any good, Colonel, coming all the way to London. We know what the doctor will say.
You never can tell, Maxim.
Oh, Danvers wouldn't have lied. She must have known we'd check her story.
Well, Maxim, that's what we're doing.
Frank, if the doctor bears her out, I haven't a chance.
First, let's hear what the doctor says, if he says it.
Well, gentlemen, I've been doing a good deal of thinking in there. We doctors have certain ethics, of course, but under the circumstances...
You mean that you'll answer our questions?
If they pertain to medicine.
That's fair enough. Doctor, the last time you saw Mrs. De Winter, what did you tell her?
I told her she was carrying a child.
You did?
And that she'd never bear it.
Why not?
Cancer. Deep-rooted and malignant. She couldn't possibly have had more than 2 months to live.
I was right, gentlemen. It was suicide.
Maxim, there are certain laws about speed, you know.
When I telephoned, she said she'd wait up. Frank, there's something you don't know.
No, there isn't.
I didn't kill Rebecca, Frank. But I know now that when she told me about the child, she wanted me to kill her. That was her plan.
I don't think about it anything more. Don't even...
Frank, look. Look, over that hill.
That's strange. It's too early for the dawn.
That's not the dawn. That's fire. Frank, that's Mandalay. Where's Mrs. De Winter?
I thought I saw her.
Where? If anything's happened to her...
Maxim! Oh, thank heaven you come back to me.
Darling, are you all right?
Oh, Maxim, it's Mrs. Danvers. She's gone mad. She started the fire. She said she'd rather destroy Mandalay than see us happy here.
Look, the west wing.
Maxim, she's up there in Rebecca's room. Mrs. Danvers!
There it goes.
Maxim.
It's over, darling. It's all right. It's all over now.
Oh, is it, Maxim? Is it really over?
Fire burns clean, they say. Even shadows.
Even shadows? No more shadows between us, Maxim. No more shadows. Ever.
Thank you, Brian Aherne, Joan Fontaine, and Agnes Moorehead for your splendid performances tonight. Incidentally, this is Miss Fontaine's second program this season with the Lady Esther Screen Guild Players.
I've enjoyed it, Mr. Bradley. Knowing that the benefits of these programs go to support the Motion Picture Relief Fund makes our appearances here a real pleasure. And now, here's a word from one of our best-known beauty authorities, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Fontaine. Little lines, big pores,